we've had such help here. Bobby Knight. Nobody in Indiana ever heard of Bobby Knight. How great is Bobby Knight?
Bobby Knight, that rings a bell. Hall of Fame college basketball coach, perhaps one of the greatest of all time. I don't know, but I do know he's here. And, Coach, it's great to have you. How you doing?
Doing fine.
What do you make of this? No sooner does Donald Trump gain these 1,100 jobs for these workers who would have lost them, than many in the media are picking it apart, Coach. I mean, New York Times, what do you make of it?
Let me tell you about the media. I spent a lot of time listening to various people in the media, and I'll guarantee you there are as many idiots as there are good people. And let's concentrate on what Donald Trump wants to do rather than what somebody that's reading a Bugs Bunny funny book thinks he ought to do. You know, there's nobody that I've ever been around in my lifetime, that's 76 years now, that has a stronger feeling about what's best for the United States than Donald Trump. And we're going to see a guy, as he moves into this presidency, that is just something that we were hoping for, and you trust me, we're going to get that from Donald Trump.
Do you get a sense that he's just not going to be cut any slack? That no matter what he does, they'll complain in this case about, oh, this is crony capitalism. That's NPR. The Washington Post portends an unusual level of intrusion in private business. On and on and on.
Well, you know, it's so easy for somebody to write, well, this isn't really the way it should be. Well, what do they know about it? They don't know anything about it. I'll tell you this. Donald Trump is a very, very smart man. And that's been shown and has been re-shown and will be continued to be shown throughout his entire time in office. The guy is very bright, and the guy is so dedicated to the United States. I remember when Obama's wife said it was the first time she'd ever been proud to be an American after several years. Well, that doesn't happen with Donald Trump and the people surrounding him. His whole approach is, let's see what's best for the United States, and then let's get that done for the people of the United States. And he knows a hell of a lot more about it than anybody in any press report that I've ever read.
Coach, let me ask you, you know something about getting a team jazzed and even a crowd jazzed, in an arena. A lot of this, I think, is also getting Americans jazzed and looking forward to stuff. We've seen that reflected in the markets. They've been racing. A lot of people, are saying, hey, we have a business-friendly president. We're going to do very well. How do you avoid, even as a coach in your day, getting people cocky, getting them overconfident? I mean, what's the balance? How do you play that?
Well, I think that what you do is, and the idea of you talking about coaching is a good one, because that's something that I thought went into everything that we did or anything that I was a part of with Mr. Trump. Such a thing as like going from the airport to the site of his presentation that was just absolutely jam-packed with people, kids, moms, dads, grandparents. And I don't think the other people ever understood the appreciation and the thinking that people had put into Donald Trump, what he talked about, what he meant, what he wanted to do until we got into the election, and they found out this guy knows what's going on. And I think that it's just a matter of people getting a chance to see what he does and understand what he's doing. And I think they're going to find that here's a guy that's number one concern beyond anything else is the United States of America and its people. And that will be shown very quickly through his selection for military people and how our military will be not only treated, but how they will be thanked for what they've done and what they've accomplished on our behalf.
Right. Bobby Knight, it's always great. You know the great thing about being you, Bobby Knight, you can look into any camera you please and do anything you want, and no one will even blink. A great honor having you. Thank you very much.
I appreciate the opportunity to be able to talk about a man that I have spent a lot of time with. I've watched him. I've watched how he treated people, and I can't think of anybody that I could consider that would be do more good, more things, and be better for all of us American citizens than St. Donald. I think he's the best.
And by the way, you were with him very early on. I think that was very instrumental, certainly in Indiana and beyond. Coach, always good having you. Have a great Christmas.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right.